I'm putting out this tutorial for those of you that would like to see how I padded this particular cup. Now we have a part 1 where we showed how to draft, cut and sew the Caribbean skirt. The part 2 that shows how to draft, cut this top. Now if you're one of those people that like to stay your fabric before cutting, go ahead and do that before cutting. I like ironing the stay after cutting because I like to use and preserve my essay as much as possible. Now this is my cup, the lower part of the cup. You can see how I left them joined together. Yes, it makes your work easier, especially if you be ironing the hairstay after cutting out, right? So go ahead and cut out carefully. Next is the upper part of your cup, which is now joined together with your yoke. Place it carefully. When you're trying to place it on your fabric, it may not be relaxed. So this is what you do. You use your pin to hold the bottom part. After cutting out the bottom part, you now go ahead and pin up the upper part and then cut out just like this. Now once you're done, guys, this is what you should have. All right. Make sure you leave about ½ inch round about everything you're cutting. That will serve as your stitching allowance. Now go ahead and notch the center of your yoke. Okay, it will be easy for you to attach it to the lower part of the cup. All right, now that we have done this, the next thing to do would be to stitch up the lower part of the cup to the upper part of the cup. But before then, you have to iron the hairstay on your fabric. Now in case you do not know what hairstay look like, it looks like this, and some people call it cloth gum. Okay, so you just use hot iron to stick it to your main fabric. Now this is what you'll be using to pad the cup for the corset cup. Yeah, this is called laminated foam. What they call it, laminated foam. So you place the upper part of your cup right on it and then cut out. Do the same for the lower part of your cup. Now after you've traced out using your pattern paper, this is what you would have. Okay, this is what you should have. Now I'm simply pinning up my main fabric on this laminated foam. You're going to be sticking the laminated foam to the main fabric using hemming gum. Okay, that's optional. You can decide also to just stitch the laminated foam to your main fabric. All right, so then you place the upper part of your cup or yoke, whatever you choose to call it, place it on the laminated foam which we cut for the upper part of our cup. I hope that makes sense. Yes, then of course your lining or your interface. Okay, you can decide to add the laminated foam to your main piece, or you can decide to add the laminated foam to your lining. Anyone will give you a good result. Okay guys, you can keep that aside. We'll start stitching up really soon. So this is my front piece and you can see I'm trying to cut out my lining. After cutting out the lining, I went straight to stitching up. I wanted to start with the lining, so yeah. So we're going to stitch up the lower cups first. Guys, the moment we are done stitching the lower cups, then the next thing will be to now slit those places that are still together open so that we can iron it flat, very flat. Okay, so this is what it looks like. We'll iron this open, very open, before we now attach it to the upper yoke. Okay, now here is what we have. Okay, I will make sure the center cup aligns with the center yoke and then we're going to stitch up. After stitching, guys, this is what you'd have. Go ahead and notch all around the lines you have. The stitch line, notch around it. Okay, after notching, then take your time, use a tailor's hammer and then iron flat like this. Guys, after ironing flat, this is what I have. This particular cup has just a stay. there's no laminated foam right now, and you can see how deep it is, right? Really nice. Now you can go ahead and place this on your main piece and then stitch up. Okay, after stitching up, guys, after stitching up, this is what you'd have. This is my front piece, by the way. I'll be adding the laminated foam to my lining. All right, so after doing that, this is my lining. I will now use the lining to interface the front. You can see that the lining has more weight. I'll use the lining to interface the front. You can put your laminated foam on the front piece, okay, anyone that you are comfortable with. That interfacing, guys, this is what you would have. All right, now trying to flip this the right side without notching the neckline is just you trying to shoot yourself in the leg. So flip it back, make sure you notch the arm area, the neck area, notch everywhere around those area so that it can sit very flat. Also, okay, before flipping this to the right side, close the edges of the shoulder lines, right? Just close it up. Now you can now flip to the right side. This is pretty much how I go about padding my cup. But if you are working with a plain fabric like this, I would advise you pad the main fabric. But if you're working with Ankara lace, you can, why not pad your lining? Okay, so this is how to pad your cup, and I hope this tutorial was helpful. Go ahead and join the sides and finish off the hemline. For the roses, that was a last minute decision, so it was not included in the tutorial. See you in my next video.